Something I haven't got with each and everybody about, because it's also a safety thing, because if the store decides to catch on fire, and I don't know where you're at, I'm gonna send the fire department and I'm like, hey, I still have an employee here. Because I have no way to check time clocks, but that's on me, because I haven't got to each and every single person let me know to check in with me.
We'll have a huddle on Wednesday or something and let everyone know that. That's an expectation from here on out. We'll do that, so. Hello, Ernie.
Hi.
We're just gonna do a written warning with Chris here about using his stole. It's a safety issue. Also, it causes poor job performance because we're using one hand stocking, which is against company procedures and policies.
And who's this? Chris's?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you trying to get him for poor job performance on this? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Right?
Because it's causing him to stock with just one hand, which is against the per Elevate training.
I'll point out that I actually stock with two hands.
I've seen you stock with just one hand. I go around and watch and see what they're doing. So, we just need to. But the biggest issue is that it's a safety issue. The wheels could fly right out of him and could bonk his head on the floor. And it's not an approved stole through King Supers.
Okay. Let me, come on, I need to talk to you. I need to talk, I'll have to talk to you. Now, what is this deal going on?
Yeah, they're upset about the stool, it seems like, that I use with the wheels on it.
And that you're stocking,
Yeah, well, I'm sitting in it.
okay.
Because I use that instead of knee pads. And apparently, they're saying that at a meeting I was in, that they said not to, I heard them say not to sit on milk crates. And then apparently they said other things. And I didn't think other things meant my stool at all.
And that's just bringing this on because you're stocking. And what are you doing? Just throwing one hand at a time? What are you
I was
doing
like,
with-
well, the thing is, since I'm sitting, I'm not like needing to hold on to anything. I'm usually stocking with two.
Okay.
I don't know. I guess maybe she saw me do it once.
And they said they did this before when?
And that's, well, they're also saying that the foremans talked to me. None of them have ever talked to me about that
so
stool.
okay.
And then they're saying at that meeting. And I'm just
Which
like,
meeting was this?
yeah, she pulled everyone up front like a week ago, I want to say, and said you guys can't be sitting on.
Well, I remember when
milk
she had you guys up in the self checkout.
Yeah, yeah.
Is
you
that
might
I
remember.
wasn't in that one. I didn't get to that one
Okay.
because I got there at the end, the tail end when you guys were finished it.
Yeah.
And I heard that you go, oh, I didn't know you guys had a meeting.
Yeah.
So I caught that. I didn't catch what was going on and everything else there. So they're trying to get you for sitting on that stool. Is that what it is?
Yeah. And then they're trying to say they already talked to me, and they've never talked to me. Because it's like, I didn't know they were. They said milk. Don't stand on milk crates. I don't even carry a milk crate.
Okay.
if I gotta get on something, I use a step stool.
Okay. So they're trying to say that you were warned in the meeting that they had at the self checkout.
Yeah.
About you said dinner.
Yeah.
Were they talking to everybody or talking to you?
They were talking to everybody.
Okay,
And
okay.
I know they mentioned milk crates, but I don't
Okay.
think they were talking to me at all about that specifically.
Okay. And so now they're saying, did they specifically say that that Jay caught you all sitting down and they've all been doing that?
She's saying that she's been watching me and that I've been stalking with one hand.
And has she said anything until now?
Nope. This is the first I'm ever hearing about it.
Okay.
I know that Dave has been talking to other people about the stool, but he's never talked to me about it ever. Like, ever.
Okay. So you haven't really been approached by anybody to this till
Yeah,
now?
this is, yeah. And I'm off the clock. I just punched out. And then
Okay.
they saw me in the room and cornered me.
Okay, well, let's go, because, if they haven't talked to you about it, they can't get you for a write-up. This is where it's supposed to be like a verbal warning or everything else. The meeting and everything else, they was, yeah.
Because I have short arms.
Hey, don't know. Maybe
Things that
George
don't-
took off the end of
Don't break things,
I'm
Ernie.
trying not to. Okay, that gets the point of view. Okay, he said nobody's ever talked to him. Came up and approached him and told him that he's having a problem. You guys having a problem with it? Says
Okay.
anybody address this?
We had a huddle and I
Okay,
have
that was a
said-
huddle, and he said it was the only thing was spoken before in that on there was the milk crates. Nobody sitting on the milk crates, standing on them.
So, in the new policy procedure manual, you're not allowed to sit on anything. That's why you're providing
Okay.
knee pads.
Yeah.
So
it's a-
Wait, we're provided knee pads?
you're allowed.
Yeah, if you
just
need
have to
them, we
ask.
can get them for you.
You
Yeah.
just have to ask we give you knee pads for OSHA. So
Okay.
you're allowed those.
Yeah.
You're allowed to kneel. You can't sit on anything. Boxes, milk crates, stools you bring from home, anything at all. That's policy procedure for everybody.
Okay, well, I see a few people doing this and that, nobody's ever been reprimanded for it in the store
But
yet.
It has to start
So, okay.
somewhere, and
Well, yeah.
those people will be addressed as
Okay,
well.
Yes.
but you can't make an example of when we haven't done it to everybody.
You don't know how we're handling everybody else.
Okay,
this is,
but-
you're brought into
okay.
this one instance,
I'm-
so this is what we're addressing right now in front of you.
Okay,
You
but
don't
I'm
know
just
that
saying,
any of the other
I've
people.
seen a lot of people that said that, nobody's ever told anybody,
I've
so I'm
already
saying
told
they let
everyone,
everybody,
and I
okay.
have corrected it.
Okay, so I think, this shouldn't be a write-up then, because there's a few other people in the store that have been doing this also.
Listen, we can't control the entire store.
Okay, I understand,
She's addressing
Chris,
her
I
clerk.
understand that, but you guys just can't go and just say, well, one person's bad for it and the other one, well, we'll work them down the line.
Everyone else I have corrected I have talked to them, and they do not stand or sit on milk crates anymore. And if they do, it will
Okay.
go progress.
Okay?
I have corrected it with all the night crew. And if I do miss one, then that's why my foremans are here to be
Oh.
monitoring it.
Okay, well, I'm just saying, no, he said nobody came up there and talked to, gave him a type of
They
a
don't have-
verbal respect to with him.
No one needs a verbal. It's in policy and procedure.
Yeah.
So there's no need for
And
a
this
verbal
is just a
warning when
written,
it's
it's-
policy and procedure. Yeah, it's just a written warning.
Written warning, that's all this is.
It's not a suspension. It's nothing like that. It's just
I know
a
it's
written
not,
warning.
but still the idea of to write him up for it. Because nobody's,
If it's in
and nobody's
policy
brought it to his
procedure, she's had a
attention.
huddle, then there's been
Okay, but
policy.
somebody brought it to his attention, okay.
The huddle brought it to his attention.
No,
But
you
he
guys were
said
talking
you're
about milk
sitting
crates.
about
You guys didn't talk about that stool at all.
I said you guys could not be sitting on anything, is what I said. And I know what
I heard
said.
milk crates.
Well,
Is pretty vague on stool. If you didn't like it, you could have said so.
from my understanding, my foremans have told me they have addressed it with you, so.
At what
I
time?
can't-
When and where did they tell me anything? Do we have a date and a time?
Do you guys know when you talked to him about
I
it?
have no idea. He just told me it was on one of his days off. So had it been on a Saturday, Friday, or Thursday, it was shortly after the huddle.
Well, we're gonna just write this and then you can grieve it with the union. How do you spell your last name?
BOWERMAN.
Oh, this is not writing their own start number here.
Am I supposed to get paid for all this time?
What time?
I'm off the clock right now.
Like clocked out to go home or clocked out for lunch?
I'm clocked out to go home. And then you guys came in here.
Were you working on the computer?
No, I just punched out. You want to see? I checked
No,
my
I
time
believe
card
you.
after my
I'm not
shift.
saying I don't
Every
believe
time I punch out for my shift, I check my time card on the My Time. Izzy said it's our responsibility now to check our own time card. So I do it every day.
you. I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
We can change your time to when you leave.
Okay.
Okay, so this basically just says, Chris was not following direction when following policy and procedure at any time to not be sitting while working. This was in the Associate Policy and Procedure Handbook that was signed when given to him. From here on out, Chris is not to sit on anything while working, or further disciplinary action will be taken up to and including termination. It's just the thing we have to write on any disciplinary action. So I'll have Chris, will you sign for witness, and then here's a pen, and then I'll have you sign there too. And then I need you to write in your EUID for me as well, up here and here. And then you want a copy of that?
Yeah.
Okay. I know.
I was like, wait a second.
They kind of changed the way we sign them at the bottom now. It's weird.
And you want a copy of that, right?
Yeah.
Building this weird heat.
It's hot and cold. I always tell when 6 o'clock is coming, because that's when the AC kicks on. All night it'll be roasting,
No, it'll be the heater. I know, I don't know why they turn it off at night. It's so weird.
because they want the night crew to suffer.
It's hot in here. I know, they're not very nice to night crew. I know, I've been night crew for a long time. It's been a tough.
Everywhere I wrote that overnight,
It's
there's
hot.
never no AC.
Alright, I'm gonna get you a copy. Ow, my foot.
But do you have a stool or what?
Yeah, it's like a shop chair. That's the thing is, I only need it for like bottom cases because I use it instead of knee pads. So it's like barely 10% of my shift.
It's
I never sit on anything.
It's sucky.
That's what I use.
I mean, if you look at it this way, I mean, just don't use any more than this will never, nothing will ever come of this. You know?
Yeah, well, it's just annoying that this is the first time that I'm actually hearing about it.
As a direct, like from them directly, yeah, it is not the nicest way to approach it.
Yeah.
But when you did receive the policy and procedure and everything, that's how they operate. It's just once you receive that, you're supposed to be in the understanding that you know the policy and procedure, and they give you that. So it's good to look over it. It's good to make sure that you're in the know of it, because when they come at you like this, be like, well, this is, you know, the rules of it. If it doesn't say shop share specifically, then there's that. I mean, I'm sorry, man. It does.
Yeah, but like I said, Chris, you know, somebody should approach him, you know, because I know you guys had a huddle. And he said he didn't hear the thing about, you know, everybody sitting on they said milk crates, okay? That everybody was sitting on milk crates. And I'm just saying, there's other people, you know, that should have been up there and that, you know,
Well, how do you
they've
know
been
that
up here.
haven't
They've been
addressed?
doing it forever. I've been watching them.
Well, and it definitely is a safety issue, but the milk crates especially. Like that,
Yeah.
we all know, we're all
Okay.
agreed there that that's
I know,
not.
I know you try to stand, I've never stand.
I've seen
I
people
said I did it
correct.
once or twice, you know, I got a milk crate, I said, oh no, this is wrong, but you know,
Yeah.
we do that, I know we should do it, but you know, I think I did it, you know, once or twice too, and all the time I've done it, you know, but most of the times I always look for a step ladder.
Right. I mean, it's just, you've got to understand the sitting part of it. You know, they don't want people sitting down.
Yeah.
I know that you have wheels and stuff, but the way they look at it, it's sitting. If you do need knee pads, definitely ask for them. Make sure they get it for you. Like, you know, that's something you need to flex on. And if they don't provide it, then the ball's in your court, because they're supposed to provide that stuff.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Me, I have my own.
I mean, and you shouldn't have to pay for them yourself. Like, it should be provided. You know, this is part of our job. Same with
I
gloves.
just don't like the hard ones they have.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those are, you get them, you got those slippery, what they got the hard shells still,
Yeah,
right?
it slides.
That's the one they give you
Yeah.
still? No, those are terrible.
Yeah, and make sure they change your time. I can't change times, but it's 7:30 now. Whatever you need to add to your time clock for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like they were also
Okay, call me
saying they were upset because I just punched out, and they were like, "You need to check with us when you punch out." And I'm like, "So And I was like, can I leave? Am I allowed to leave on time? They're like, well, you have to check this. And I'm like, so am I supposed to spend 10 minutes looking for them? Or can I just literally page them and say, it's my scheduled time to leave, I'm leaving? Because that seems asinine. But if they want that, so be it.
Is it 8 hours?
Yeah, I'm always scheduled an 8-hour shift. And if they're going to do this kind of stuff, I'm going to work. Because, you know, I did a bunch of overtime today. I technically showed up an hour early, worked like almost an hour overtime, and then now I'm leaving. So it's like, if they're going to play these games, I'll show up when I'm scheduled, and I will leave when I'm scheduled.
If you're 8 hours, why are they telling you, you know, you have to tell them?
Right? Because it's like, can I just tell them right now, like, hey, I'm going to leave at my scheduled time for the foreseeable future? Do I still have to check with you every time I do that, or can I just inform you now that I'm doing
They
that?
can't hold you past 8 hours if you don't want to.
Yeah. Because it's like, I know they kind of have that 2-hour rule, but, you know, I can just tell them I have to pick up my niece. Why did the
If you're
mom-
part-time, yeah, you have to tell them.
Yeah.
After you leave. Not 8 hours.
Yeah.
That's wrong, you know, 'cause nobody came up to you and told you that, but you know, they're saying that they already gave you a verbal warning.
It's like, none of the foremen
Is that
ever
huddle?
talked to me about
But you know, they said it was in the
Ever.
huddle, she said it was in the huddle, so, you know, and Chris, I guess, was in the huddle, right? He heard that too, he said. So, you know, you got two managers saying that they said in the huddle. So that's what I'm saying, well, can't tell you, I'm gonna say it against two people, so, you know, I just left it alone. Cause, you know, I tried to stick up for you, and I go, you know, you guys didn't really directly say it to him and everything else, you know, but you said yeah, they said it in the huddle. You know, sitting on the job, cause I already know there's two other people that do it all the time.
Yeah.
And I can't mention names, so, you know, I can't throw people under the bus.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not gonna go there directly to, you know, put somebody's name in the thing and watch them get in trouble.
Yeah.
Let me talk to Sarah on that too and everything else to get that thing going. What's your last name, Chris?
Bowerman,
Bowerman, okay.
B-O-W-E-R-M-A-N.
That way I got your last name, I'll tell her and everything else, they can come on. I'm gonna get her to come and pull this.
Yeah.
Because, you know, they did record, because, you know, they say so. That was,
Yeah.
that's almost all I call it hearsay. And Sarah will come in and see if say that.
Because it was like, milk crates or anything. I had no idea they were talking about my shop chair at all. Like, at all.
But she's seen you doing that, she didn't come and tell you anything.
So if she's seen me since, she didn't say, hey, we also meant shop chairs. She never did that. And they're saying that the foreman's told me,
She
and
should
they
have walked
never
up, at
told me.
least told her, you know, hey, Chris, I'm gonna tell you, this one time, I'm gonna tell you this last time, that is violation, so don't do it anymore.
Yeah. And it's like, I know Dave has been telling other people that they don't like it, but that's all I've heard, and I've never heard it from him. I've heard it
But
through
do they
other
sit
people.
down on the job?
Yeah, I don't know.
Why would you tell them if they don't sit on the job?
I don't know.
Sit, let me talk to Sarah next time again, I'm gonna tell her, put that in there, because, you know, we got 14 days to pull it, okay?
All right, thanks.